Who chose to switch sides, banging shit they wasn't from, like hoes who love the dick ride. I'll bang it by myself if I have to, I got big pride. Bust the strap ASAP and call that a quick slide. You ain't gotta be potato, boy, to get your shit fried.
Say what's cracking, y'all? It's your boy 16 to life, and I'm back like I'm on a parole violation. Yard down! We fist to hop into another story for y'all today. But before I get started, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and that notification button. That way, anytime I drop a story, you can hop right into it. Now, for those of y'all who may be new to my page, in '94 I got arrested. I end up being sentenced to 16 years plus life. Excuse me. I end up doing 24 years straight in a lot of these California prisons, and I accumulated some stories for y'all. So let's get going, man. And also, if you happen to be new to my page, scroll through my page, man. I really do some rapping too. I'm really nice on the mic. Don't see the age and think that I'm boo-boo. Definitely check me out. You'll be pleasantly surprised. I got some videos. I got a lot of audios up there. Check me out. So anyway, let's go. Now, this story takes place back in 2009. I was at CMC East. I'm chilling. Actually, I'm in the cell sleeping. I hear a loud commotion outside, you know what I'm saying? The commotion is so loud, and I said, man, this can't be dudes out there horse playing. So my cell just happens to be where I can go to the window and look outside over the yard. I go to the window, I look outside of the yard. Actually, they're directly in front of my cell. I just got to look down. I see a partner of mine, man, a real cool dude by the name of E. You know, I've been knowing E for some time, man. I used to go to his tier. We would sit back, play chess. He was real cool, and he had a lot of these old customized CDs. Well, these CDs that we could order from the vendor. He'd have King T on there, Run DMC, Curtis Blow, EPMD, Big Daddy Kane, Biz Markie, you know what I'm saying? So we'd turn the CD on, man. It would take me back, man. We'd be chilling just playing chess. Now, he's real cool and laid back, you know what I'm saying? So to see him out there on one was real surprising. And so, but in order to give y'all the full story, I'm gonna have to take y'all all the way back, because I get at him later on and ask him, hey man, what happened? So he filled me in. So the story goes like this. Back in 1995, he was in LA County Jail. He was facing some serious charges. He was on high powered. I'm gonna let him come on. He was in the high powered section. I'm gonna let him come on here and tell y'all exactly why he was in high power and a few other stories. Like I say, his name is E, but I call him Mr. Interesting because he got a lot of interesting stories. So now, at this point, he's going to trial, So the trial process works like this. You might get up at 4 or 5 in the morning, They take you out the cell. Eventually, they take you downstairs. You shackled. You sit in a holding tank for maybe about an hour or two. Then they'll take you to court. You may sit in that holding tank another hour or two. Then you get up. You go to your trial. It's an all-day process. You know what I'm saying? Now, once you get out of your trial for that day, you go back down through the same process again, going back. So it's a long, exhausting process. So now he then went through that process for the day. He's back on his tier now in high power, heading back to the cell to go get some rest because he got to do it all again the next day. Now, some dudes that he's on the tier with who are also in high power, facing some serious charges, they ask him, hey, man, what's up? What happened in court today? You know what I'm saying? He tell him, hey, listen, man, I had a long day. I'm going to holler at y'all later. I'm tired. Well, they told him, well, listen, we going to be up chilling, talking, doing our thing, man, so you might as well talk or whatever. At some point in time, him and the dude, they have words. They get into it. The dude who he had words with, I'm going to let him come on here and give y'all the names and all that stuff if he want to. But the dude ended up getting the death penalty. Now, he had another homeboy on the tier. I'm going to call this dude Hog. Now, Hog was from, now E and Hog are both from hoods that run with the neighborhood car. They're not from the same hood, but they from the neighborhood car. So now, at some point in time during the argument, Hog get involved in the argument. He tell E that you wrong. So now him and E get into an argument. So E tell him at some point in time, man, I'm going to bed. You know what I'm saying? So him and his boy Hog, like I say, they have a serious argument though. So E tell him, I'm out of here. I'm going to bed. So E go to bed. Now the LA County Jail, the high power, according to E, is the cells are like old Western, like cells you might see in an old Western movie with the bars and stuff. So of course, people don't sleep with their heads right by the bars. That way, if somebody come and try to do something to you while you sleep, they won't be able to get your head in your chest. So he go to sleep. Now, the next morning, unbeknownst to E, they let Hog out of the cell to do something, you know, maybe go use the phone, whatever, you know. So he's on the tier. Now E don't know this. It's early in the morning. E say the next thing he know, he feel he getting stabbed in the leg, you know. Now, for those of y'all who may not know, the statute of limitations has expired on all these stories. So if you don't know what the statute of limitations are, just go look that up. So anyway, so what happened is now Hog then hooked up, he then got a knife. Hog then put a knife on a broom. He didn't reach through the bars and he's stabbing E in the leg. So E hop up, you know what I'm saying? He hop up out of his sleep. Him and Hog go get into it. Hog is telling me, yeah, you gotta roll up. You gotta get up out of there. My boy E telling me, man, you got me messed up. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So now also, like I say, E has to go to court. So he at some point in time, Hog go back to his cell. Now E is tearing the sheets up, wrapping them around the wound on his leg, trying to stop the bleeding, flushing the sheets down the toilet, repeating the process. So he finally get that taken care of. So at some point in time, the deputy hit the tier, call his last name, tell him, step out, man, report for court. Step out, report for court. So, you know, he dressed and ready to go. Now he looking around. He got a manila folder that he normally take to court with him, with his court papers, and also his mom was writing him letters and sending him pictures. Now at that point in time, she was passing away of cancer. So of course y'all already know those letters and those pictures was extremely dear to him. You know what I'm saying? So he looking around. He in a panic. He can't find his stuff. He knew he had just said it by the bar earlier, probably when he went to sleep or something. So anyway, he come out. He run down the Hog cell like, Hog, what's up, man? You got my folder? You got my pictures, man? What's up? Hog is in there tearing up the pictures of his mother and his letters, flushing them down the toilet. And so I don't even want to repeat what Hog said to him. I'ma say it in the nicest way, man. Hog told him, man, to hell with your mama and you and these pictures. And he's tearing them up in front of him, flushing him down the toilet. So of course my boy E, he mad as all outdoors. He told me, man, he had tears in his eye. He said, man, whenever I see you, boy, whenever I see you, you already know, man, I'm just to fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? I'm on your ass. You know, so the Hog is woofing shit back through the tier, like whatever. So like I said at the time too, he's got to go to court. So the deputy begins to call him again. Hey man, come on, let's go. The deputy's down further on the tier. So he leave. He go to trial. You know, now he's repeating this process like I'm saying every day. He's you know, going to trial. Now maybe about, I don't know, a week or so later, E calls his mom. His mom say, hey, do you know somebody by the name of Whoopty Whoop Whoop? You know, he writing me letters and stuff. My boy E's like, what? He writing you letters? What is he saying? You know, she basically said in the letters, man, he's saying, fuck you. I hope you die. Your son is a punk. Fuck both of y'all. All this way out disrespectful shit. Yeah, man. Imagine that, huh? Hella disrespectful. This dude done wrote his mom, man, talking about I hope you die and all type of crazy ass shit. So once again, of course, you know my boy, he mad as a motherfucker. He hollered through, once he get off the phone, he hollered back again through the tier, man. You know what I'm saying? When I see you, you know, y'all already know the discussion they had, man. You know, it was bad. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, my boy E, he gets found guilty and shipped to the pen. Later on, Hog is also found guilty. My boy E, I believe, ended up getting 35 years to life. Later on, Hog is found guilty. He ended up getting a bunch of life sentences. So in E's mind, he already know eventually, man, he gonna bump heads. And when he crossed paths, it's on and cracking. He told him, man, look, whenever I see you, you know, it's on. Boy, I'm just to do you dirty. I'm just to dog you out. You know what I'm saying? And so now, while there's 32 prisons out here in California, that may seem like a lot, but you know, actually the prison system is extremely small. You know, it's super easy to keep tabs on somebody. And throughout all this time, E is keeping tabs on Hog, because he know at some point in time, with all the time they got, they both gonna cross paths. Like for instance, you may leave one pen, you might do 4 or 5 years at, say, Salinas Valley. You leave Salinas Valley, you may go down to Calipat. You might say, hey man, where's the homie Whoopty Whoop? You know, anybody seen or heard from him? It might be a dude, oh yeah man, I just left him, he up there in Pelican Bay. You know what I'm saying? And so through the prison line, communication, it's easy to keep tabs on somebody. And so during all this time, you know what I'm saying, E is keeping tabs on Hog. He trying to find out where he at, you know what I'm saying? You know, just, you know, hearing about him. So actually he told me at one point in time, he ran across Hog's brother. And he didn't let Hog know, you know, that he didn't let Hog's brother know that there was a beef with him, you know what I'm saying? He's mad. Actually, he said him and Hog's brother was cool, and at one point in time, Hog's brother had got into it with some of his enemies, and he told him, no, y'all ain't fist to jump him, you know what I'm saying? We can all line this shit up. This the homie. So he didn't want to wake him up that there was beef with his brother, you know what I'm saying? So throughout all this time, you know, like I say, he's still looking for him, you know, but he already know one day he gonna run into him. They both got too much time, you know, they got life. And like I say, back then when you had life, you know, you wasn't going nowhere. Did nobody think they was ever gonna get out, you know what I'm saying? So at some point in time, excuse me, y'all. At some point in time, they end up sending my boy E to CMC. I think he told me like around 2001, 2002, sometime around there, you know what I'm saying? So he's chilling, he's doing his time, man. He's chilling, he's doing his time, you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, one day, he get the word, you know what I'm saying? Somebody came and told him, man, we got a homie on the yard named Hog, you know what I'm saying? Because now when new arrivals come, everybody can see him walking across the yard. Now, they walk across the yard and they go into a building, what's known as the reception building. So when they go into the building, they go into single cells, and they put them in the cell, and the cell, the window is facing the yard. So then people, you know, people will see him coming across the yard. If there's a black dude or a white dude or a Hispanic or whatever, they'll go to that window. They'll see what cell they went into. They'll go to the window. Like, hey, homie, what's up, man? Where you from? You know, he said, hey, yeah, man, I'm from Whoop-de-Whoop. Okay, hold on, man. I'm going to send some of your homies over here to holler at you. So that process happened. And somebody come get at him, man. Say, hey, and they didn't even know they had a beef. They was just like, oh yeah, there's a homie over there, man, by the name of Hog. He from Whoop-de-Whoop. So now my boy E say, what? Is that right? Well, I want y'all to go over there and check, man. Go over there and check and see if this the right Hog. Because from hoods out there, you know, from hoods out here, you may have 3 or 4 dudes with the same name. It might be a big hog, it might be a little hog, a baby hog, a tiny hog. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted to make sure it was that right hog. So he sent the dudes over there to go make sure. You know what I'm saying? And so they go over there. They holler at him and stuff, and so yeah, they say they tell him, hey man, what's your name? Because I seen the police moving around some papers on the board. He might getting ready to let y'all out, because now in this reception in this reception cell, you got to stay in there till like 24 hours till you just get clear for yard. So the dude Hog, he said, hey man, my name is Whoop-de-Whoop. He said, oh yeah, homie, I think it was you. They getting ready to let you out. So that was all the rules. He's just trying to find out if that was the particular Hog that E was looking for, because E knew his name. So now these 2 dudes are from E's particular neighborhood. They're from the same hood. They neighborhoods, but they're from the same hood also. So they go back. They tell E, yeah, homie, that's him. E say, all right, I got his ass. And that's part 1, y'all. Y'all be sure to tune in for part 2. It's going up, y'all. Dear God, please don't let me relapse and return to the evil that men do. Father God, I pray and ask that you help me to have mercy on others the same way I would want you.